क्व prārabdhāni karmāṇi jīvanmuktirapi क्व tadvidehakaivalyaṃ nirviśeṣasya sarvadā. Where are prarabdha karmas? Where is liberation while in life? And where is even liberation at death for me? The ever undifferentiated. All along till now, the clarity is that the experience of the body-mind, after it has fallen apart like the dry leaves, detached from the tree, the self is due to the wind of the prarabdha karma, which makes the dry leaf, that is the BMI, move here and there, experience here and there. In fact, he did declare once that his mere living in this world is his prarabdha karma. Every moment, whatever happens or whatever does not happen is all prarabdha karma. However, in this verse, Janaka transcends all this and says, I have no prarabdha karma. He is asking, where is the prarabdha karma? Let us recall the famous murderer judgment day analogy given by Chinmaya while giving commentary on some other verse. The murderer can be sentenced to death next day morning in the court if he is alive to attend the court proceedings. And this night, the court judgment day is tomorrow, and tonight the murderer dies, the FIR file is closed, court hearing is abandoned, case is closed. Here, the murderer is the jiva. The murder all his karmas. Prarabdha, his being in prison and the pending court decision, climax of his prarabdha. And his death, in the context of today's verse, is the death of the ego, death of his jivahood. The death here is very significant because this conveys that the videha mukta is not even aware of the prarabdha karma his body is suffering. Ego acted, ego carries the karma, ego suffers. For the jivanmukta or the videha mukta, the body may still be there, but abiding as self 24/7. Existing beyond the three states of consciousness. The ego has died, like the murderer died in the prison. So for him, the self, there is no prarabdha karma. There is no judgment for his acts anymore. The tree now refuses to even give an identity to the dry leaves to say, yes, once upon a time they were hanging on me When the seer clearly disassociates with his BMI, that is his ego, then even while his BM suffers its prarabdha, the seer is not associated with the BM, and hence he, the self, has nothing to do with its prarabdha. A group of people go for a picnic, stay there for 2 days in a tent house. They are never going to get affected when they hear while returning that the tent caught fire or it got drowned in a flood. The tent never belonged to them. They are separate from the tent in which they lived temporarily. The tent is the body of a seer, and he is the seer self apart from the tent, though he lived or though he may live in the tent. This is the ultimate state which a jīvanmukta or a videhamukta exists as. While in samsara, due to some action as a part of dharma, doing some action as a part of dharma, to be even unaware of one's prarabdha karma is difficult, especially if one is still leading a grahastha life. The mere presence and the actions of his family, society is bound to make him feel at least few times that he is living due to prarabdha karma. If he exists without family, he may never ever think of the prarabdha karma which his body suffers. An avadhuta or a videhamukta would certainly not be aware of the prarabdha. But yes, most of the times a jīvanmukta would be unaware of prarabdha karma. His body falling off as dry leaves from the trunk, his existence as self, has to be understood in the context of a realized seer thus. His existence as self is totally, wholly disassociated with his BMI, which may undergo prarabdha karma, especially his body. He does not say that he has no prarabdha karma. His body undergoes prarabdha karma, whereas as self, he is not aware of the prarabdha karma which is being undergone by his body. Let's see Chinmaya's commentary. No doubt we cannot escape karma. Actions will have their reactions, but actions are undertaken by the ego. The reactions are experienced by the same ego, one in whom the ego has been transcended. The law of action and reaction must cease for him. As the pure, infinite self, immutable and all-pervading, as the very substratum for the delusory universe of names and forms, Janaka cannot understand either the state of the liberation in life nor the state of the liberated at death, Jivanmukta or Videhamukta sthiti. He recognizes no liberation. He is the self, the ever perfect. never contaminated. Hari Om Tat Sat.